Hello there everybody, it's JB here with another exciting episode of this FIFA 18 Burnley career mode, and well, tonight it's League Cup action from Turf Moor, and look who we've got next. Arsenal in the next round of the League Cup, in the second round of the League Cup, a chance maybe for revenge from the Super Cup defeat some 2 or 3 episodes ago. Big opportunity here to really give some revenge and dish out some revenge really to Wenger's men, after they really did rob us on penalties in Geneva. But Turf Moor was jam-packed on a late summer's evening here at Turf Moor, and what a game it promised to be. Full house, full capacity for arguably the title around us. The Clarets took on Arsenal. It was the European champions against the UEFA Europa League winners who are placed in the third round of the League Cup. Well, here we are at Turf Moor. 2-3 weeks after that European Super Cup game, which Arsenal won on penalties. They do give a debut to a Greek here, Kostas Monaras, who cost something like £38 million from PSG, and makes his full debut here in the Capital One in the Carabao competition tonight. I nearly said the previous sponsors here, but it's still a beautiful summer's evening as we check the two teams. Tammy Abraham and Danny Ings keep their places up front. It's practically the same team that beat Bournemouth on Friday night. 4-4-2, the same formation. So Burnley really going full tilt. They are really wanting to defend the trophy again for a third year running, and that's not been done since Liverpool back in the early 80s. Arsene Wenger, who's never won this particular competition, well, this is how he lines up. David Ospina against the nod ahead of Leno, who was one of the heroes in their Super Cup win some 2 or 3 weeks back. Sanchez, Lacazette and Perez up front. Elneny and Coquelin the 2 midfielders. But look at that, back 5. And it looks as if Wenger is going a bit defensive, although Philip Luis and Bellerin are pacey players, and it could cause the Clarets 1 or 2 troubles on the flanks. And the man in charge tonight is our referee, Graham Salisbury. Well, with 10 minutes into the first half, Burnley of course in cloud and blue, Arsenal in blue. Schürrle with a shot, good save by Ospina. And that was a really good effort there. Schürrle, the German, cutting inside, getting his shot off. That was a good effort, it was on target. Ospina had to stretch a little bit there to get there, and he did a superb job there, the goalkeeper there. It is a corner there to Burnley. Schürrle will take. Pointing forward as you would expect. Header out only as far as Davis. Davis' header back. Still not away yet. Abraham is getting there. Ings! Goal! Brilliant start for Burnley. Quarter of an hour almost gone. And Arsenal just didn't clear their lives from the corner. They had 3 goals to get it away. Abraham pinched the ball, knocked it back across the area, and Ings getting in front of Bellerin, fires it into the net. A terrific start for Burnley, and Ings wails away with delight. And that's his 4th goal in all competitions this season. Davis to Ings. Now Abraham. Tammy Abraham. Whoa, what save. Good save by David Ospina. Oh, they're up for this one tonight, the Clarets, that is for sure. Terrific effort. And a good save to keep Arsenal in the tie even at this early stage. We had halfway through the first half. And Burnley here in complete control. Schürrle with the corner. And again Arsenal don't deal with the corner well enough. Good save. Another terrific save from David Ospina to keep the goalkeeper, to keep Arsenal in the game. Koscielny getting in the way. Now Coquelin. Oh, that's a loose ball by the debutant then. Now then, Hughes picks it up for Burnley. Hughes! Well, in the end, just over the top from Will Hughes. We had almost half an hour and it's purely been Burnley dominance all the way through. And that's, well, quite a speculative effort that in the end, but David Ospina right behind it. Mangulas, the man they got from PSG, £38 million. He hasn't really looked value for money on the showing really that we've seen so far in this first half. El Neni, but it's intercepted and Abraham take the ball. He takes the ball, I should say. Tammy Abraham. It's a good effort really by him. But just over the top. Goal kick to be taken by Ospina. Into 3 added minutes. Tom Heaton hasn't had a save to make and Arsenal just haven't been at the races today. In terms of creating chances, it's all been Burnley. But here's Coquelin to Lacazette. They might get a chance at the end of the first half here. Sanchez. Bellerin was very quick. That is for sure, but there goes the whistle from Mr. Salisbury, the referee. And it's not looking good for Arsenal. They're being absolutely outplayed here. They're only 1-0 down, and that's back to their goalkeeper Ospina, who made 2 or 3 cracking saves. And it was from a bad clearance really from the Arsenal defenders, allowing Ings to get the only goal of the first half. Burnley lead 1-0 at the break. Well, we're nearly 5 minutes into the second half. Here's Perez. Number 15 running. Oh, Robertson stripped a man. It's a penalty. Well, Mr. Salisbury must be on the spot there. He's booked Robertson. It was an off-the-ball clash, I think, involving him and, was it Bellerin? Well, Perez is on the ball. And yes, off-the-ball incident. Definite penalty there. Good spot by Mr. Salisbury. It has to be said. So Burnley here could be packed back because Alexander Lacazette has the chance to make it 1-1 against Heaton. Oh, he's hit it over. He's chipped it over the bar. I think I know what he was trying to do there. He was trying to do the Panenka style penalty and he's absolutely made a complete and utter Orwix of it. That was a bad miss. And here's Schürrle. Lacazette guilty of giving the ball away. And now Tammy Abraham could really punish that penalty miss. He has! 2-0! And Burnley look as if they're going to gain revenge for what happened in the Super Cup in Geneva. That penalty miss from Lacazette, when he was trying to be way too clever, has been well and truly punished now by Tammy Abraham. A lovely ball forward. In fact, of all the ironies, Lacazette was the man who gave the ball away. And it was punished to the full by Tammy Abraham. That's 2 goals in 2 games for him in all competitions. 64 minutes on the watch. 2-0 to Burnley. And they are on their way to the 3rd round of the League Cup. And Damari Gray off and Stephen Defoe now on. Here's Schürrle. 20 minutes left. Schürrle, good save by Ospina. Well, I'll tell you something. Oh, it's a corner. Mistake by the defender. Cheap corner for Burnley to get. And now Omneni's off. And Aaron Ramsey comes on. Well, they need something now, Wenger's side, if they're going to have any interest in winning the League Cup this season. Substitution for Burnley. Burnley about to make a change. Jamal Lascelles comes on to replace Ben Mee. As the Clarets now look to try and wrap the game up now with a real flourish. And he's forward for this corner to be taken by Schürrle. And now it's towards ourselves. Oh! He flicked it on. And there was a man at the far post. And it almost was number 3 there. And Wayne Rooney now about to come on for Burnley. And Andre Schürrle's night's work has been a good night's work. Gets a well-deserved break and a round of applause. Well, we've got 3.5 minutes left, and Burnley now looking to wrap it up in spectacular style. Here's the substitute, Rooney. Davis is in the middle, so too is Ings. Wayne Rooney, well cut out by Ospina. I have to say, the Arsenal goalkeeper, even in defeat, has played absolutely out of his skin. And we've got to give Ospina a bit of credit. Philippe Luiz. It's all about consolation now for Arsenal. Xhaka, good control by him. Ramsey. Oh, Davis stopped him really well. Here's Tammy Abraham. Davis again. Abraham, lovely flick round the corner. And Ings is outpaced Koscielny. And he scored an absolute stunner. 3-0. And that puts up Burnley well and truly in the half for the next round of the Carabao Cup. And Arsenal out in the second round. Well, it was a big heavyweight clash tonight. It was an opportunity for some payback for the Clarets. My goodness, they're giving Arsenal payback and more tonight. And they've said to the Gunners, you may have taken a Super Cup off us, but we're damned if you're going to take the League Cup away from us as well. 3-0 now, and Ings has got them both. Well, he deserves that, Ings. He's played really well. 2 for him, 3 for the Clarets. Tammy Abraham with the other one. And there's no doubt at all about the result as the final whistle has gone. A great performance from John Stutzy's men. 2 goals for Danny Ings. They led at the break 1-0. David Ospina was Arsenal's man of the match, quite honestly. Lacazette missed a penalty at 1-0. Then soon after, Abraham made it 2. And at the end, Ings with a superb third puts Burnley into the hat for the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. Final score then, Burnley 3, Arsenal 0. Well, what a game that was, and great revenge for the Clarets. Meanwhile, Bolton 0, Rochdale 1. These are the other scorelines. Bournemouth and Southampton drew 2-2. Southampton winning on penalties. Brighton 1, Plymouth 0. Burnley Arsenal 3-0 Burnley. Fleetwood 1, Wolves 2. Huddersfield 2, Scunthorpe 0. Ipswich and West Ham drew 1-1. Ipswich going through 4-3 on penalties. Liverpool 1, Rotherham 0. Man City 4, Lincoln 1. Mansfield 1, Leicester City 0. Norwich 1, Bristol Rovers 2. Norwich out then. QPR 0, Millwall 2. Reading 0, Bradford 1. Sheffield United 2, Blackburn 0. Amongst all the others there. But a terrific performance, it has to be said, by Burnley. We'll try and bring you Wednesday scores as well before we finish the episode. Because we need to bring you the draw for that before we leave you tonight, but leave you for this episode. But a great performance, and great to have the revenge. Revenge is so sweet, really, after what happened in the Super Cup, and it was just great to see. So let's try again. So the Carabao Cup 2nd round. Let's see what the other scorelines were. Blackburn Rovers out, Gillingham out, Sheffield Wednesday through. Oldham winning on penalties, as you can see. A lot of penalties, shootouts being won. Aston Villa crashed out as well, amongst other teams. This is a draw then for the 3rd round. Burnley play Tottenham, Palace against United, Everton Swansea, Luton Southampton, Morecambe Fulham, Newcastle Man City, Forest Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland Rochdale, Watford Huddersfield, West Brom Bradford, Chelsea Oldham, Liverpool Brighton, Mansfield Sheffield United, Middlesbrough Bristol Rovers, and Wolves against Millwall. That's the draw for the 3rd round. And that brings us to the end of the episode. Revenge so sweet for Burnley. We draw another North London Cup in the 3rd round, but next up it's to the Midlands, to the Hawthorns, to take on West Brom in the next episode in the Premier League. Can we keep our good winning run going against West Bromwich Albion? Find out next time on the FIFA Career Mode series. But for me, JB, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.